That's right, ladies and gentlemen. MaDFroG is already going to be very happy to find out soon enough that he is in the right position as the Red Zerg against cross-map Fenix as the Blue Terran.
One-time Zerg runs good on this map. They actually spawn in a decent position. MaDFroG, though, super popular, super famous Warcraft 3 hero back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Now transferred into Starcraft 2, and by the sounds of it, is picking up a lot of fans, even though it is his home country, a little bit biased maybe. But nonetheless, a handsome, skillful nerd.
He is a handsome newt. I will definitely agree that that is his new title. He's the handsomest newt in all of esports. But really, tell us, Apollo, why is it that cross-map positions are so desirable as a Zerg player?
Well, compared to if you were spawning directly next to a Terran player, you have the free reign. If we were talking about how Shakira's Plateau is really nice for Zerg players because they can freely expand around and not have to deal with the like, oh my god, you're going to try and harass me here. You can actually move around the map kind of freely and get expansions when and willing, and it's really nice. But for Fenix in this position, he also has the same luxury, but it's not. Terran and Protoss don't need that luxury to have bases all over. That's what Zerg needs to compete with top Terran and Zerg Protoss players. And
wow, wildly different builds coming out of Fenix every single game. And first ever, we're going to see a 2 barracks play. It's going to be getting a lot of Marines and trying to put pressure on early and in cross-map positions. You have so much time to prepare for these sorts of things as Zerg. But look at this, MaDFroG is at 16 food. Will be throwing down an extremely late spawning pool.
I kind of feel sorry for Fenix in this build because I know what he's trying to do. He knows that MaDFroG likes to fast expand, and he's like, alright, well, I'm just going to use the 2 racks build and take it out. But because you're so far away in cross positions, it's going to be extremely hard. It's going to take him a long time to get over there. MaDFroG even sees it and should adjust accordingly to this.
And it looks like 2 SCVs are en route for Fenix as well. That one drone is taken out. So that is going to be a little bit of a benefit for Fenix, but MaDFroG is at about a little over 50% on the hatch, is at a little under 50% there in the main with the pool, and Fenix is going to be able to check up and notice that this is very, very late from finishing. Could even do a wall in at the front.
Yeah, it looks like he might be doing it. He has 2 SCVs on the map which are outside his base. One is going back though, and 2 Marines are moving out. One more Marine is in production. 2 gas have been added though in Fenix's base, so it looks like he's just going to give up on that because of the spawning distances so far away from each other. It was just not going to work.
Wow, and honestly, MaDFroG might overreact to this. Yeah, MaDFroG getting 8 full Zerglings, not devoting any of that larva to some sort of dronage. That is a very nice little manipulation there by Fenix.
This Overlord's going to die in the middle.
Oh, no. Oh, he ends up forcing it out with those early Marines, and this is, again, a very, very rough spot to be in.
That's actually kind of... A lot of Terran players don't really do that, is Overlord hunt early in the game. Unlike Brood War, Lings without speed just aren't that good. In Brood War, you're always scared about them. But in this map, you can actually do a lot of damage with these.
Yeah, and I mean, MaDFroG is really feeling the fear. I mean, he's getting Zergling speed, a lot of Zerglings. He's getting an extra spine crawler. In the unit counting station, we see that there are 10 Lings out and another 8 to go. Look at that, just continuing to skyrocket. And I mean, really, Fenix is just feeling absolutely comfortable.
Yeah, he definitely understands how strong this 2 racks play is. And Fenix, smartly done, just changes his build because MaDFroG did scout it early. He realized that MaDFroG would prepare for it. He knew it wouldn't work, and he does change it around. And are we going to see another 2 Starbuck build, though? It's kind of interesting. He does have the double refinery. We are going to have... well, it looks like he has got 200 gas. There's no reason for him not to do it. The bunker as well. It should be quite interesting, this.
Yeah, it looks like that bunker is going up. He has no intention of making any more Marines. There's the double starport coming up. And honestly, in Camp MaDFroG, he has spent so many resources making Zerglings that it is very awkward to suddenly decide that you want to go back and make drones. And Fenix is going to get a good look at everything going in there and just say, hey, why are there no drones mining?
Yeah, there are so many Lings, and there's no way he can actually... he could kind of transition to maybe a Baneling Bus, but I don't think that's on his mind at all. And we are going to see these 2 starport builds. Unlike the last game on Scrap Station, MaDFroG has no Overlords in sight. Because of those early Marines taking them down in the middle of the map, there are no Overlords. There is no way he can even scout this. He just has to get a 3rd Queen. He only has 1 out so far. The 2nd is building. He needs to get a 3rd one ASAP to help defend against this. Will he suspect this, though? We don't know.
There's the Banshee coming out right now. Could be saving up for Cloak. Definitely has enough money for a command center, so there it does end up going down. Fenix is going to be able to do a lot of pressure with the air, because in this circumstance, MaDFroG has only just now begun a layer and only has 2 queens out. Is that right, or is it even one?
Just
one.
one.
One queen. Wow.
Yeah, the second queen has just now finished. Will he be getting a third one, though? It's a thing what we saw Dark Force do extremely well, is that he always got a third queen, just for a safe precaution, and then if not needed, just use it for creep spread. And MaDFroG must be wondering, what are you doing? Because he really doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, MaDFroG is feeling a lot of discomfort. I mean, ordinarily, you know, if you poke at a Zerg and you don't see him doing anything, he's almost certainly teching up to something like Mutalisks, generally not massing up on a lot of low-tech units, but really, if you see 2 racks and Terran just chilling, you start to feel real uncomfortable.
And he does show the Banshee, but he doesn't show how many Banshees he has. The Spire is put down immediately, but I don't know if he can do this. 3, or is it, how many Banshees does he have now? He has 2 out, sorry. 3rd and 4th are being made. They are being waypointed towards the base also. In the production tab, we don't have a 3rd queen being made. This could be quite bad for MaDFroG.
Uh-oh, 2 Banshees darting in there. Does he have enough energy for any sort of transfuse? No, he's actually wandering off the creep. He's trying to join those 2 queens together, so that way he can do as much micro control as possible. There are the 2 queens. Uh-oh, Fenix is going to back off. He knows that that is a losing battle. There's the expansion command center coming up. Fenix continuing to make Marines. There's the stem. Once he gets that 3rd and 4th Banshee, it's going to be quite difficult for Zerg.
He is saving up for transfusion with his energy, but the thing is, when there are 4 Banshees altogether, he only has these 2 queens. He might be able to hit with 4 Banshees and do a lot of damage before the Spire completes. Well, not before the Spire completes, but before the Mutalisks come out. And he will see that and will have enough time to react accordingly, get an engineering bay up, get some turrets up. And he might actually be pushing with Marines as well. He has got a ton of Marines coming down. 4 Banshees in total and a MaDFroG.
Very smart play here by Fenix. Zerg is so concerned about staying alive against Banshees that he's focusing all his attempts on anti-air, but Fenix not forgetting just the power of the Banshee, how much damage it can do. There's a few shots going down that does manage to take out one of those Banshees, but here comes Fenix. His stem is so close to being done.
So close to being done. He's waiting for it. The thing is, though, the Mutalisks 6 are about to pop. And with these Lings and all these Queens as well, I think that MaDFroG might be able to defend against this as soon as these Mutalisks come out.
There's the stem, and the Banshees are doing a lot of damage to the ground. Fenix is trying to micro these Marines and does so very, very well. The Mutalisks do arrive, but getting target fire taken out one at a time. The Banshees finally fall, and there's just a handful of Marines that get cleaned up nicely. MaDFroG has defended the push for now.
Yeah, MaDFroG superbly defends this once again. He is playing so well in the 2nd and 3rd game. Pressure not affecting him at all. Losing the 1st game on Shakira's Plateau and then taking the 2nd and 3rd game, looking pretty good. But on the other hand, even though that was a very aggressive push from him, from Fenix that is, he still has the 2nd command center up. He's got a lot of SCVs in production and is getting ready to do some kind of infantry factory play.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of Marines getting massed up there, reactors going down, but the big thing he has to worry about is whether the Mutalisk harass will be able to do enough damage or not, and MaDFroG feeling really confident, taking a 4th base already. Wow, that is a lot of confidence.
That's really, really a lot. I mean, usually players are like, especially when players have Banshees out, Banshees are actually meant to give you map control, that this doesn't happen, and MaDFroG really doesn't care, he just does it anyway.
And in the meantime, MaDFroG is making every single building he didn't get the chance to make in the previous games. At the same time, there's the scan from Fenix, getting a sense of what's up. And as usual, Fenix just finding any old excuse to attack. He doesn't even have the combat shield upgrade done. He is just moving out because he knows no Baneling nests quite yet.
I know, it's kind of, he is attacking in the blind, as you say, and he is going to find this 4th base, and unfortunately for MaDFroG, it's going to go down, and he is attacking in the blind. He doesn't know that MaDFroG has 0 units, and MaDFroG actually doesn't have any units out, and so this could actually lose his 3rd as well.
MaDFroG didn't even cancel, he just let it die, and there's a whole bunch of units trying to recoup. They're trying to swing around to the backside and picking off all of these drones, and here come the Banelings rolling into the right side, do a good amount of damage, but there are still decent numbers of Marines left over, and there's the siege mode. Will he be able to get that Queen? Wow, man, just to snipe the Queen on the escape. Fenix turning the tables on a dime. MaDFroG on the verge of losing.
Oh, MaDFroG, I think what he was thinking is that that push from Fenix failed, and then he expected Fenix to sit back and expand and try to build an economy up. And then MaDFroG was like, well, I'm going to take a 4th and just mass drones. But unfortunately for him, that is not how it works out. And Fenix made a very nice push. Though it was in the black, there was no there was no scans. He didn't know what he had, and fortunately for Fenix, that worked out extremely well.
And it looks like Fenix is just retreating and rejoining his army together. Nothing but roaches being made right now for MaDFroG. Another hatch going down as well. Going to try to macro just off his 2 bases to combat a next push that will inevitably come, because that is Fenix's style. And wow, Fenix now sending everything back to rejoin for a potentially large final push.
Yeah, he is moving across. MaDFroG does have control of the Zalnaga Tower and sees the army composition. He's getting a lot of roaches. He is moving roaches up out of the way. Does he see it with the Marine though? Oh, he sees 2. I don't think he should move. Oh, wow, these roaches are going to move in. But he has to be so careful.
Looks like that is how he's going to scout that the attack is coming, by wandering up onto the high ground. There's a drop coming up by Fenix. It looks like he is stimming and sending Marines down to the low ground. Wants to try to draw units into the fray, picking off all of those creep tumors, darting up, picking off this Overlord, while again at the same time, big drop in the main.
Yeah, big drop coming around the main, a ton of banelings being made and more ready to take down these Marines. And as soon as this drop comes in, MaDFroG is going to have to move units to the back of his base to defend this. And then I think Fenix is just going to walk down onto his natural. And Fenix is looking very good right now.
Oh, really putting MaDFroG to a tough decision. Does he retreat with all these units? He needs to worry about the push coming at the front. And there's the scan and stim. And meanwhile, in the main, picking off so many units. Here come the Baneling. Can he focus and micro in time? Wow, getting a lot of damage for pulling him up at the last second. And still MaDFroG, even though he's up against the wall, is not giving up yet.
MaDFroG is, actually this is working out really good for MaDFroG, because Fenix is deciding to kind of camp, not go in. And now the Baneling speed has been completed, so that's going to help out a lot. But another drop, the same drop is at the back of the base, going to do more damage. There are no defensive units there, and this could be the killing blow from Fenix. 146 food to only 101 from MaDFroG.
And it looks like MaDFroG is going to try to break the front, sending in all these units. Oh, huge tank shot on the Baneling. And wow, Fenix has so many tanks left over, and the drop in the main is killing off all the queens. There are almost no units left remaining for MaDFroG, and there's the good game. Fenix eliminates the Swedish superhero MaDFroG, and there are almost no Zergs left in this tournament.
Morrow is the last remaining Zerg in this tournament now, and oh my god, that was a critical mistake by MaDFroG in that game. He just didn't anticipate any form of aggression at that timing from Fenix, and then all of a sudden he goes for a 3rd or 4th. He has no units. There was actually no units, only drones, and then lost the 4th, didn't cancel it, then he went in and lost a 3rd as well. Not good for MaDFroG, and he must be quite annoyed with that loss, as he was in a very comfortable position after that push failed.
Yeah, definitely, but Fenix really demonstrating time and again the power of aggression, of getting in good positions and exploiting your opponent's mistakes. So without any further ado, we are going to start setting up the final best of 3 for the evening. It will be Mana against Morrow. Morrow, the last remaining Zerg in the tournament, despite having previously been a Terran player. The only other Zerg in the tournament was Lalush, who was eliminated 2-1 by Servio.
Servio, wow. He has impressed me so much.
Fire in this tournament.
He has been such a good Terran for such